What's up, YouTube? Chris with Murphy Firearms Training. Finally got this in. I want to show it off. Here it is. Going to go stem to stern. It is 62 inches in total length. And I went ahead and installed the sling kit. This is the 1728 first pattern Longland Brown Bess. And it is the version with the brass nose cap and the steel rammer. They do have one without the nose cap and a wooden rammer. I wanted the brass nose cap and the steel rammer. It's humongous lock. It takes a 1 or 1 1/8 inch flint. I did get this from Loyalist Arms. Okay, so the company out of Canada. I want to show you the inletting around the trigger guard and how that's finished. You got your screw there. Can't see part of it because of the sling. Move that out of the way. You see some gaps in there a little bit. Some carving here around the lock. Kind of cool looking. Got this piece here that's inlet here. Looks like it's probably like hammered in and held in with spikes. The inletting around the butt plate. Some gaps here and there. Okay. See the reverse side. This is lock plate here. They do caution not to over tighten. Shows what looks like proof marks on the barrel. I'm going to get to that in a second. A few scratches on the frizzen. The flint was installed a little crooked, and it has taken a little bit of a beating. So anyway, it is, again, the flash hole is drilled. See some inletting here around the lock. How that looks. Okay. Overall, it's an Indian-made musket. So here's what you get. Boom, boom, boom. 75 caliber. 62 inches in total length, smooth bore. Ordered this gun mid-August. It arrived early March. Ordered this gun from Loyalist Arms and also considered a company called Military Heritage. Chose Loyalist because it comes with the flash hole drilled, and I expected a working firing firearm. And with the gun, I get this. Proof load plus 715 ball, and this has a 715 lead round ball and some cannon fuse. And then we get these directions, and it gives you guidelines for assembly and testing. So this did come, the lock came as a separate package, and it tells you how to install the lock, not to over tighten the side bolts, how to test for proper function, not to dry fire the lock. So like if you cock this right all the way, make sure you close the frizzen, because if you open the frizzen and fire this, some things don't do so well. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and decock this. Give me a second. So they give you that, and they tell you how to remove the lock, which is really cool, simple, pretty easy. You know, boom, boom, boom. Go through all of this. Great. They talk about, only make adjustments at Loyalist Arms. If the lock fails to function, let us know. Clean it after you shoot it because it's corrosive. It's not really corrosive, but it will cause rust. But anyway, and then they give you this. Proof testing muzzle loading gun barrels. And it basically says that you need to take this to a gunsmith who is familiar with proofing. So here, proofing the barrel will be carried out by trained professional gunsmith. And then they give you how to proof this gun. Remove the barrel from the gun, by the way. They don't tell you how to do that. Insert the cannon fuse, all this good stuff. And in my email, it actually gives me, they didn't give it to me on this paper here, but in my email, after they shipped the gun, they sent me an email that said to use 150 grain of 2F powder and a 715 ball with loose paper over top, so like a paper cartridge. And basically they go through all of this, and then after it's fired, you should measure before and after, and you're looking for less than 0.03 of an inch variance, and then cleat inside the bore and check for obvious damage. And they give you this idea for how to make pistol fixture, and they show this thing in a tire, like everybody has a tire not on the rim laying around. And I'm a little disappointed because I'm going to be honest with you. To send me a gun and then tell me I need to proof test it if I want to fire it, I don't know. That's kind of, I don't know. I mean, I expected to get a firing firearm, and reading their paper, it basically says that you assume all liability if you don't proof test it, and you should really get it proof tested by a professional. And, well, in my neck of the woods, there's not really anybody that I know that proof tests guns. The other thing, of course, is that if you're not familiar with this type of gun, there's all these pins. Here's one, here's one, here's one, here's one, here's one, here's one, here's one. All these pins. There's also a couple back here. Here's one, and here's one. And, you know, which ones do you drive out to take the gun apart? Because they don't tell you how to take it apart. So anyway, at some point I may order a gun from Military Heritage, and if I do, I will compare the two and just kind of see, you know, what you get. Now, Military Heritage does not come with a flash hole drilled, and I don't know if that means that they just say you shouldn't fire their guns at all. I'm not really sure, but a little disappointed in that, especially since, you know, technically you see here you've got these two marks, which traditionally would be proof marks. So anyway, not sure. I'm planning on shooting 60 to 80 grains. The recommended load for this gun is 80 grains max. Planning on shooting 60 to 80 grains in this. I'm not sure if I'm going to go through this proof test or not. If I do, I will video all of that and show it to you guys. But just kind of wanted to show you this gun. And I'm going to be doing some videos on it. Going to make some paper cartridges for it. Going to be firing at the range. May do a video of me proof testing it. So anyway, stay tuned for that. But this was from Loyalist, and not really sure. They do charge more than Military Heritage, and I'm not sure if that's just for drilling that hole there or if there's more work involved, because I've never compared the other product to see. But overall, it's a cool gun. I'm excited to shoot it, and going to load up some paper cartridges and show that to you guys. So all right, thanks, guys. If you have questions, leave them in the comments. Appreciate your support.